Magic Bevel. Second look, we're gonna look a bit closer really on the features of Magic Bevel. Right. Now when you activate Magic Bevel, you will see, it's not Magic Bevel, you will see all these dots. So you can see that everything here is activated, right? It will not, if I select some polys here, I will activate everything anyway. So what to do? Well, I can hide these guys. Just like that. And that's a workaround. Or, yeah, that's a trick, really. Alright, so we're ready to use it. I'm just going to reset the settings here. So these are the default settings. And let's just take a couple of these guys. Or let's take 3. And if I undo this now, Control Z, I lost everything. But maybe you don't want that. Maybe you just wanted to delete 1 or 2 instead. What you do is you say delete path, you go here and you delete. So be careful with Control Z if you're doing this a lot. Well, that's your undo. Delete path. Let's have a look at these basic settings first. Now, if I go really slowly, you'll see that it makes this many sections here, right? But if I go fast, see the result is quite different. And that's because the mouse movement also, it also takes into account the mouse movement. So faster movement is going to make less sections. Is there any way to fix that later on? No. So you gotta kind of like know what you're doing. So if I'm not satisfied with that, delete, do that over again. So, but, that's strange, it stopped right there. Okay. But, you can also control it with precision. So, let's do that. Now say if I make this 30, you'll see that speed doesn't really matter when I move slowly, right? You can see it does change the shape though. So this is something that you have to like experiment with. Now, so for example, if I want to change this one now, if I'm not satisfied with that, I can't really scale this endpoint because that's what it's doing. It's scaling. It's narrowing this last part down, as you can see. So that's good, but it also narrows this one. Makes makes this one thinner or thicker as well. So, the only way to fix that is actually, yeah, the only way to go around that is to make your well, make them separately. So, for example, you'll make this one first, and then say, okay, hit enter, use those settings. I want this a bit more like that, all right? And then take this one. Now I can adjust that one, just this one. So unfortunately, there's no way to say adjust these guys separately, but that's how it is. And the same goes with the spin. You can't really adjust the spin separately either. So for example, this spin here is global, and if you were to make this one and this one at the same time, this one would spin as well. Okay. So it can be a bit confusing at first, but once you get a hang of it, it's no big deal. UVs, you can use UVs, but they're not really all that great. You should UV this stuff later on, for example, by using UV Creeper or something like that, because UVs that are made are, well, not good. So you can check this one, but it's not really any big point. So let's have a look at this stuff again. So what we got here is, okay, we can go like that, right? But I can also edit this now. If I'm not quite satisfied, I can go like that. I can also say move by path if I have edit path on. I can go like this. Uniform spans will basically make these slices here more even. So if I click here now, you'll see that this will get more even, just like that. So might be of use. Delete path. Well, I will delete the whole thing, so we looked at that before. Delete not. Well, again, delete a couple of these guys if you want to do that. Now notice how that will change the form though. Or yeah, the form. So now I have to go like that again. I'm also going to extrude, which is what you'll use basically to make it edit path, to edit these positions. Delete not will delete these guys. Delete path will delete the whole thing. Uniform spans will make the sections here more uniform. Straight, what is that? Click on this one and it will make it straight. something you would want? I don't know. Probably not. But well, one thing to notice here is that you do not got add nuts. You can't really add any slices here. So just be aware of that. Now we got this, you can make it a spline instead and make that a uniform. I don't really think it's all that, but it can make a difference. Let's see. Can make a difference when making stuff like this. If I go, sorry. If I turn this, you can see that this pay is deforming differently, right? So sometimes that could be something to check out, but I usually don't mess with these. It's not really, it doesn't make a big change really, so it's not really all that useful in my opinion. Align to path, always leave that on. Because just makes it right. So there's no reason really not to have this one on. Symmetry is what you think it is. Now I can make this symmetrical in the X. So for example, take this one like that, and you can see that it's now symmetrical. Let's see, edit path, and okay, it does do this, so that's good. It's difficult to smooth this out though without deleting a couple of slices here, so that's how it works. And same goes for Y and Z. Now, if you were to do this separately, let's check out. Yeah, if you were to do this separately, for example, take this one and that one, then you can, for example, make this synchronized. So if you now hit symmetry on X, now you can synchronize these guys. Now you can synchronize from left to right or right to left. So that's these two guys. So sync. Now you can see this one got synchronized to that side. So yeah, that's for as far as symmetry and synchronization. Now, if you want to make this like that, well, this just looks horrible, doesn't it? This is not what I meant to do. So if you want to do that, let's see, let me just like this. Yeah, the reason why that happened is because you're not really in the right view. So how do you do that? How you do that is you take this line here and this line here and you try to match them up, and that will get you a much closer result to what you want. Now you can see that this is much closer. Now I wanted this to follow the normal direction of this poly, and for some reason it doesn't do that, so that's just how it is. So I have to exaggerate a bit here. So instead of making this line here and this line here match up like that, I go a bit further. I move it a bit further, so something like this. And then I move it. Now you can see it's more following the normal. So just be aware of that.